Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Well, Singy, this team is really playing good ball as of late. We'll see if they can keep it going here.
Riding an impressive win streak, Boog. This team is clutch right now. Doing it in different ways, too. Tough test today, though.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set. And on the hill, Dean Kramer.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Ready to go, and stepping in is the speedy Jacob Young. And that's outside. And we're underway in Baltimore. Fastball for a strike. To the right side, Holiday. In plenty of time to first. One up, one down. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Jacob Young.
Big time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
James Wood in the box now. No balls and a strike.
One strike.
Hard hit left side. Henderson over to first in time. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first.
Batting third, first baseman Nathaniel Lowe.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out, space is empty. Rip to short. Whips it to Mountcastle. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nationals go quietly. Orioles due up in the first, no score. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Mitchell Parker. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2-0.
3-ball, no strike.
That one is absolutely belted. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
The last thing you want to happen is to swing at a ball out of the zone in a 3-0 count. That would have been a called strike, just like everyone in the stadium was expecting. Credit to the hitter for taking advantage of that situation for a double.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jordan Westberg getting ready to hit. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Batting third, right fielder.
All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Cedric Mullins.
Well, he's in pretty good company right now on that AL leaderboard for home runs. Top 5 for the guy, and he's one of the better home run hitters in the league this year. You don't see him missing too many pitches, and when he gets the one that he wants, he doesn't miss it. It goes a long way.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Back to the mound. He's got it. Slings to first in time.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Kobe.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And into the box for Baltimore.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Outside low, and it's 2-1.
Ball 3.
Squirts away a little bit.
3-1.
Two outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Lifted in the air, right field. Garrett under it, squeezes it, and that is the third out of the inning. Orioles strand a couple, scoreless after 1. Back now at Oriole Park. New inning getting started. And now up for Washington, C.J. Abrams. And there's a foul ball. And a curve misses outside. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now it's Luis Garcia. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit for the Nats, Stone Garrett. Just missed. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Ground ball right side. Throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the veteran outfielder, Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill with some impressive production lately. Parker back to work. Curve in the dirt.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why.
And another ball. Fastball for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's Adley Rutschman. And that's in there for strike one.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Runner on at first with one gone. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
And that's in for a strike. Holliday with a homer in his last game. Way inside, gets out of the way. Step off, throw to first. Back in safe, really close. Rutschman at first, one gone. Next pitch is outside. Fought off foul. Two and two. In the air, left field. Wood, the next to hit for the Orioles. High fly ball, right field. Garrett under it. Brings it in. And that is that. And the Orioles leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across one run. Rips one to right. Reaches but can't haul it in.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now at the plate, Dylan Cruz.
0-1.
And a foul ball. Top of the third, no score. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And that's through there for a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. James Wood, the next to hit. That one missed.
No, that's low.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That clips the corner. And that misses. And the count is 3-1. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And that's the 3rd out. So the Nats leave a pair, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That missed by a lot. 1-0. Henderson getting to start at shortstop, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Misses outside, and now 2-0.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And he grounds one back up the middle, slides for the stop. It's there, and that's a great play. A great sliding stop. I think we need a breakdown from StatCast to fully appreciate the difficulty of that play.
Yeah, Boog, these numbers show how good of a play it actually was. And that sliding catch was difficult enough, and somehow he still managed a great throw to first. What a play.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. 0 for 1 so far. Liner, base hit. And that extends the inning.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kobe Mayo. Base knock right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Cowser headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. He scores and they have the lead. 1-0.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. His first at bat was a strikeout. And there's a ball.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Next offering is fouled back. Mayo on second. Mountcastle on at first with 2 down. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. That misses. Ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one ripped. And that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. The Battle of the Beltway rolls on. And here's the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. And there's a strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Next offering is downstairs. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one popped up, middle of the infield. Henderson gets under it, nabs it, and there's 1 down. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That's in for a strike. Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. That one lifted to left. O'Neill moving under it. And that is that. So they make short work of him there. And midway in the 4th, it's the Orioles 1 and the Nationals 0. And we're back. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Adley Rutschman. High in the air, out to right. Garrett. He's got it. 1 down.
Now batting,
So up next, Jackson Holiday. Fly to left his first time. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion. Boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
On the ground to first, could be two. To second, Abrams. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. One hit. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Kramer back to work. And a foul ball.
You know, these Nationals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that one's a little bit low. Ball one. That one ripped, but foul. This to third. Rowe picked out of the dirt. Body save.
No, that's a really tough play no matter who you are, but I think he has a chance to get him at first if he's just able to get that throw off a little quicker. It looked like he took one extra step to set himself and get a grip on the ball.
Ruiz in the box now. Takes strike one. And fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Brings it in. And there's 2 away. So digging in, Dylan Cruz. He's 0 for 1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Cruz with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. So the batting order turns over. Now here is Jacob Young, 1 for 2. Swings and misses. Strike one.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Got him! And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to...
The battle of the Beltway rolls on. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. Henderson with another scorching run of play lately. Out to short. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So up next, Jordan Westburg. 0 for 2 in this one. That one fouled off. Nobody out, runner at first.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Way outside, straight to the backstop. Henderson into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Henderson stands at second with no outs. Next offering misses. 2-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. This one in the air, center field. Cruz right there to make the grab. One away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. Fouled off left side. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it falls. The run comes in to score from second. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles. A walk, and he's also singled. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. The battle of the Beltway rolls on. All set for the start of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, James Wood. And that's in for a strike.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Late swing, foul to the left. In the air to left center, and it falls. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Good eye in that spot. Swung on, belted. Mullins moving back for it. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He'll touch them all. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-2.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Garcia will hit next. That clips the corner. Still only one out here in the inning. Strike two. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. So he's down on just 3 pitches. Watch the first 2 and then chased after the third.
Yeah, not a very good at bat right there, Boog, but that was also some excellent pitching. The 0-0 and 0-1 pitches were both right on the edge of the strike zone, so it's not like you watched 2 cookies go by. Then a great job of expanding and making him chase the 0-2, knowing he would be in protect mode.
Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. Dean Kramer out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
So they bring on the veteran, Charlie Morton. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Charlie Martin.
And now, Stone Garrett. Fastball is outside. Garrett, in his second season, 29 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Quips it to Mountcastle. That's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 62. He last pitched 2 days ago.
For the Nationals, number 62.
Ryan Mountcastle now at the plate, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Ground ball left side to Young. To first, and a quick out number 1. And next for the Orioles, Tyler O'Neill. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Jorge Lopez up and loosening in the pen. Number 68 also throwing.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Next offering way upstairs. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hauls it in for the out. That's out number 2. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. just missed.
One ball, no strike.
Next offering upstairs. And the slider just misses.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Center field. Cruz settles underneath it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. 6 innings behind us, all square at 2-2. Top of inning number 7. Here's the third baseman, Paul DeYoung. First pitch just misses. Morton, a former All-Star. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
In there at the knees, and a count 1-2. The other way, makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher,
And now, Keibert Ruiz. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one is inside.
1-2.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Cruz lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. 3-down inning, and the Nationals gone in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. So they turn things over to the righty, Jorge Lopez. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Up the middle, can't glove it cleanly, still manages a throw. The throw comes in too late, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
He was all over that one. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And that one inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Big spot, and up steps Gunnar Henderson.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And that is out of play. On the ground, and it's just foul. That was close. On the ground to first, could be two. To second, that's one. On to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Right side, Garcia tosses to first, inning over. One left for the Orioles. Score remains 2-2. Back now at Oriole Park. At the plate, Jacob Young. Morton back to work. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And it's strike two.
This guy's sink has so much drop area. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Really important at-bat coming up now.
Low. Swings through it for strike 1.
1 strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Out to short. Zips it across. 2 gone. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. He's already homered in this game. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Uh-oh, throw goes to second. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed, though.
Got him. Breaking ball clips the outside edge.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 68.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
And here is Colton Cowser. Right through there for a strike.
That's the ball.
0-2 count. You've got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Fastball is outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's a little bit low.
That's a really good take.
Kobe Mayo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Right back to him on the mound. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Kobe Mayo. He's got some power, no doubt. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Lucas Sims looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Ferrer getting loose as well. Hard ground ball for a base knock. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
One down, runner at first. And now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. Ball 1, no strikes.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Line to right, base hit. And a go-ahead run into scoring position. One away.
Back-to-back singles. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Now a chance for Tyler O'Neill. Here's a rocket out to left. This looks like extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. The relay to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Number 68 gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Jose A. Ferrer.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
One out, runner at second. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. First offering, and it just misses. And it's fouled away. One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Cruz pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So a man aboard. So next to hit for intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Mullins in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Comebacker to the mound. Over to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Felix Bautista.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Luis Garcia digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. And he pumps it a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Next offering is in for a strike. Got it. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
And now it's going to be Stone Garrett. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. Rolled over to third. Westberg tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
DeYoung stands in now and watches strike 1. Bautista is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
And your final 4-2 as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.